Hi, y'all. Welcome back to House Guest Podcast. We have our honorary guest, Macy Thompson.
I was going to make them guess. They would never guess who it is.
Okay. Let's, guys, forget that. Okay, we'll give you hints.
Okay.
She was a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader.
Prettiest friend ever.
Skinniest waist, fattest ass.
Yes. Okay, it's Macy.
Oh my God. They probably were on you when I said that.
They were probably on the edge of their seat.
No, they were like, I know it's Macy. Like, once I said skinniest waist, fattest ass, they were like, oh my God.
No, totally.
Kenzie, stop kidding with us.
No, I know.
Totally.
No, but if you guys are watching the video, I'm a walking advertisement right now because I'm wearing Kenzie's new Friend of Mine hat. These are out, right?
Not yet.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I have a sneak peek of the new Friend of Mine hat. We're both drinking some Spritz Pink Lemonade. Best flavor, except we just came out with passion fruit. If you guys are new, I do our social media. Passion fruit is insane. And then I'm also wearing my new shirt from the music festival we've been at this weekend. It's purple and it says Baddie in a Barbie font. And we'll get into the backstory, but I just want to say that I'm a walking advertisement because I want to be an ambassador for this boutique that sells this shirt.
And we have a whole story with that.
No, we do. But we're in Fort Worth this weekend, and so that just creates great energy.
There's a lot of things happening. It's kind of breakup season for us. We'll get into that. I personally am going through my own breakup. Macy's also going through one. I think she's going to go back to her ex, though, so, like, not really worried. I think I might
He doesn't have a J name. That's all that we have to say.
That's huge.
I know.
That's huge.
But didn't we say that we were going to do an episode on C names next? Did we say
that? No,
I
actually think I said B and T.
Oh, okay.
Which we could do.
Okay, well, we'll figure it out.
Here's the thing, though. Like, if you guys don't know what we're talking about, listen to our J-name episodes, both of them. And we said...
Both of them is important.
Yeah, we said that we're going to go through and do, like, different letters of the alphabet because we had y'all call in and give your stories of, like, J-name stories, whatever. But honestly, like, up until I would say, like, the past couple of days, I think I've lost all hope for, like, men.
Wait, why?
I think I just, like, recently, I'm like, they just suck. Like, I've just been so down. I'm never like that.
Oh, okay.
I've been down, but just, like, I think it's just, like, listening to all those negative stories and then experiencing negative stories on my own end. Like, it's, you know what I mean?
That's why we got to do a positive story episode. Like,
I have thought about that.
Yes.
Like, but I don't know if anyone wants to listen to that.
No one wants to listen to happy love stories.
No, seriously, it's like people didn't want, like, it starts with that, so it ends with us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just wanted to take a break from that because I just needed, like, for my own self, like, I needed to believe in love again. And don't worry, I do believe in love again. It happened a couple of days ago. Good topic, actually. Yeah. I had this big revelation. Well, I've been thinking a lot because I just feel like Macy was in a funk earlier in, like, March.
Yes.
And was just like, I don't really like what's going on in life right now. I want some change, whatever. And she was in her flop era. Now she's in her slay era.
Thank you.
And we kind of flipped because I feel like I was in my slay era. And now I feel like I'm in my flop era. And then I was just thinking, I'm really welcoming the element of surprise in my life.
Yes. I feel like flop eras are actually so needed because it really makes you, like, realize what you want to change, what you want. And so that's why on Tuesday, like this next Tuesday in 2 days, we're going to have a total, like, strategic meeting where we go through, like, all of our goals, everything. And I feel like that's going to be the start of the uphill.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
But I've just been thinking, like, the best things in life are the things, like, a month ago, if you would have told me this was happening, I would have never believed you. And not even because it's, like, the craziest, but it's just so, like, not what I expected or, like, didn't see this coming. So I'm welcoming the element of surprise into my life.
Awesome.
You know?
Love that.
I feel like that's going to be, like, good for us.
Yeah.
And I'm welcoming it to yours as well.
Okay, you've been hinting a lot about, like, what happened this past month. Can we tell them about Kenzie? Oh. Like, I'm sorry, this is your podcast. Yeah, this is your podcast, and so I don't know.
We're adding to the podcast glossary of just, like, the craziest things.
Yes, because if you guys listen to my J-name episode, basically someone pulled a J on me. Like, Jay said that he was going to show up at 3:30, and he never did show up. So now if anyone ever ghosts you or doesn't show up somewhere, they pulled a J on you. So it's like, oh, I got stood up. No, he pulled a J. But we have a new glossary term, which is Kenzie.
Or was it Kenzie, comma?
Kenzie, comma.
I think it was Kenzie.
Yeah, Kenzie, comma. And that is when they do show up and, like...
No, they, like, are so obsessed with you.
They're pursuing you.
Do everything they can. Actually convince you to be into them because you were never into them to begin with.
Yes, this boy, like, literally made Kenzie like him back. And, no, like, Kenzie didn't have a choice. Yeah. Pursued her. And then out of the blue gets a text message, a paragraph, I might add, that begins with, Kenzie, comma. So moving forward, it's like, would you rather have someone pull a J on you or pull a Kenzie, comma?
I know we talk. Okay, do you think that what happened to you with Jay was worse or what the Kenzie thing was worse?
I think that Kenzie was worse because Jay,
I did because we had more of a relationship.
Yes, and Jay not showing up was like, oh my God, that was just insane. That was out of the movie. But I think Kenzie is like, that would make my heart sink.
Thank you. No, it wasn't. It wasn't really.
Shay not showing up made my heart sing too. But
no, but
you had a right to be upset.
Yeah. But it was just. Here's the thing. Like, if a guy calls me Kenzie, and this is what I keep saying. Like, you know that he wants me dead out in the middle of the road, like in incoming traffic. Like, no guy that's into me has ever called me Kenzie. It's always Kens. And they're always like so loving and obsessed and adoring. And then it's like 6 hours later, they like go kind of crazy, you know?
So scary.
No, it was a really crazy experience. I'm really glad that we've moved on from that point in my life though. Totally. I think it was needed, and I think it happened, and now I think it's better that it's no longer happening.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that opens up our festival weekend and our intentions. We're just both in a very yes mode.
Yes.
You know, Mom, I know you're listening. If it's safe. So we've just had a great weekend in Fort Worth. I call this my hometown. Miss
Holly.
Yeah, sorry, Miss Holly. I call this my hometown. I did only live here for 3 years when I went to college, and I am from California. But with that being said, Fort Worth is my hometown. We've just been having a great weekend.
And that's how that works.
Yes, exactly. you can decide where your hometown is. Don't let anyone else tell you differently.
No.
But yeah, we've been having a great weekend. We are here for the Highway 30 Fest, Gordy's Music Festival, a bunch of great country singers.
And by the way, we have got to get in contact with Gordy. Like,
He's from Idaho. So get this. I told you guys I had a story about this shirt. I got it last night, and she's friends with the family that's putting on the festival. Turns out Gordy, who's putting on this festival, is from the same small town in Idaho that my grandma's from. Like, I've never felt more like a Nepo baby in that moment. I was like, wow.
Wow, you really are a Nepo baby.
So I know.
Last night we were in an Uber. We were leaving the festival, going to Basement Bar in the Stockyards, and Macy told our Uber driver that she was playing a song by her grandma. It was Nicki Minaj. Then she said
Starships.
I
was like, it's so weird hearing my grandma cuss. And he was like, yeah, I bet.
No, totally. And then she said that Steve Jobs is her uncle.
Well, yeah, Steve Jobs was my uncle because he gave me a droid that I could play songs on. He was like, oh, you can have the aux, but it's on a droid. And I accidentally turned off the music. And I was like, I'm so sorry. I don't know how to work droids. Steve Jobs is my uncle, so therefore I'm an iPhone girl. Totally. And he was like, oh, okay.
You have family loyalty.
Yes, I have family loyalty.
And then she said that Luke Bryan is her uncle. And then she goes, yes.
Luke Bryan is my uncle. So between Nicki Minaj being my grandma, Luke Bryan and Steve Jobs, I'm a Nepo baby. Boyfriends is a big term of ours right now. Just adding that to anything. But coming into this weekend, we were like, we need to find festival boyfriends. Backstory, like I go to Stagecoach every year. Every year I have a festival boyfriend.
Well, where this really stems from too is growing up, like going to camp. Like I always had a camp boyfriend, right? And I like to say that I leave them where they started, and that's what you're supposed to. But looking back, like I my track record isn't great. Like I did date one of them for years, and it went into like my 20s. Like it was like off and on for a bit. Well, whatever. That's like a separate thing. But my camp boyfriends, right? And then I had winter break boyfriends in college, which I would talk about on this podcast if you listen, like 3 years ago. And I would just have a nice winter break boyfriend, which that was really where it was at, because you had a boyfriend like for the holiday season. By the way, we obviously, every single thing that we say is an exaggeration, so they're not a boyfriend. It's also
everything's a bit.
It's also incredibly important to say like they're your boyfriend, but you are not their girlfriend. Like,
yeah, no.
And if they try to place that title on you, like run.
No.
Red flag.
Yeah, red
flag. So I would always have like winter break boyfriends when I come home from college, and they were home for like a month, and I would come home for like 2 weeks. And that was really fun. But with that being said, even my winter break boyfriends, like they would come visit me in LA a couple weeks later. So that was kind of messy.
Okay, well, this is totally different because these are festival.
And these were leaving there. I don't have a festival boyfriend yet, but like we have tonight, and like I'll get my festival boyfriend tonight. I'm not concerned.
Yes, but we came into this weekend wanting festival boyfriends, just boyfriends for the festival, leave it at that. And we walk into the festival, and about 5 minutes into it, I found mine, locked the target. We cheersed. I immediately, because Zach Bryan was performing, literally, like, I'm so pick me. I DM'd him back in 2019 telling him that he was going to be big one day. Like, I thought I claimed him. I didn't, but.
Macy's a chronic DMer. Like, every person that I introduced her to, she's like, Kenzie, like, I DM'd them like 4 years ago.
No, literally, like, any influencer that, like, happens to follow me back, I'm like, no, not you. Because I have to, like, go through my DMs and, like, be like, you really got me through a hard time today. Like, like it's so embarrassing.
It's honestly not like
at least it's not mean DMs.
It would be embarrassing if you didn't own it.
Yes.
Like it's the way that you just say, oh yeah, I'm a DMer. Like that's funny.
No, and it wasn't like I was a DMer back in like 2016 though. Like I'm still DMing to this day.
Yeah,
so
she's not stopped.
Yeah. So I DM'd Zach Bryan back in the day, but I'm a huge Zach Bryan fan. I was so excited to see him Friday night. Like I could not even comprehend it, but I cheers this guy that was standing next to us, and I just immediately am like, oh, who's going on tonight? Is it Zach Brown Band? You know, making some jokes, but let's just say a few minutes later, our hands were interlocked. We were dating. Like I found my festival boyfriend.
They were like making out.
Oh my god!
Sorry, was I supposed to lie? I never know what I can say or what I can't say because we'll be talking about how we're going to tell the podcast something for so long. And then right when we record, she's like, well, we're not going to say that much, right? I'm like, okay, yeah, we won't. And then she brings it up.
Well, the only thing that's stopping me is like when my mom's like, oh, listen to Kenzie's podcast on the way to work. I'm like, did you, Mom?
Do you think she thinks that you guys weren't making out?
Well, oh my God.
Making out? Okay, like, are we in 7th grade? Like, come on.
No, but I have a boyfriend. And
the best part is that like all of these guys like always think that like we're going home with them. We never are.
No.
No,
like
that's festival
boyfriend. Not like, coming home boyfriend.
No, we have like other places to
go.
No.
Like literally Kenzie said something and she was like, the funniest part is that this guy probably thought he was like coming home. Like,
for sure. Sometimes I do feel bad. Like if I'm out somewhere, no, in all seriousness, like if I'm like, I'm not gonna like sleep with you, like I will tell them that. Like if they're like, if I'm like a bar setting or something, I'll tell them that because I'm like, if that's what you want, like I want you to find that, but it's not me. Like
I wish you best on the journey.
I wish you the best, but like I don't want to sleep with you. Okay. So
you know, last week at PBR, I was kind of working on ways to hit on guys. You know, like like how long's a field goal? You know,
no,
like,
it was really bad.
Yeah, it was really bad. But maybe like a new introduction I could do to guys is like, hi, Macy. Like, I'm not gonna sleep with you, but you look great.
No, I don't think you should say that.
Okay, I would never.
No, I don't think you should.
No, but I do have
it's just also like these specific people. It's like it's for the bit. Like,
it's for the bit.
But they like take it too seriously, and I don't want to waste their time.
Yeah, but I had a festival boyfriend. Had one Friday night. Last night, rock. Okay, but I want to talk about how I got this festival boyfriend. Mm-hmm. It's literally in my notes app at 10 p.m. Friday night, and I said we need to talk about the power of Posie K because I flew back from LA this weekend, and a few days ago. And for some reason, I'm sitting next to the Kylie Lip Kit vending machine in the Burbank airport. I have never bought something like that from an airport, but I was like, I'm going to buy a Kylie Lip Kit. I don't know what came over me, but I just bought it so fast. And I bought Posie K, and I've never worn anything other than like, you know, nude lip liner and some clear gloss. And I put on Posie K, and I think there's magic powers in it because I didn't wear it last night, and me and the boyfriend were on rocky waters. Would you say?
Yeah, the vibes last night, energy was off. Energy was definitely off. And that was for a couple of reasons that I'm not going to get into publicly.
Okay, that's totally fine.
Just know that there was a couple other reasons. But I do think Posie K played a huge role.
No, and so Posie K, like, I'm going to reach out to Kylie and see if we can kind of work something out. Because if anything, Kylie a thank you. She doesn't need to give me anything.
Hey, and just DM her.
Wait, let me DM Kylie.
Live DM.
Wait, I'm going to DM Kylie Jenner right now and be like, hey, Kylie, like, I wore Posie K and I kissed a boy. And, like, see what she says.
Okay.
I think she's going to love that. Yes.
I think that's really good. No, so here's the thing. Like, she was going to keep this festival boyfriend at just one day, but she decided to keep it at 2. And, like, last night was rough. And then she said that this morning, she's like, do you want to read our text? And I was like, sure. Not like realizing it was literally a novel. And then she told him that he left her when we quite literally left him. Fitz, move over, bub. Move.
No,
I literally left him.
We left the concert early, and I literally told him, I was like, why'd you ditch it?
And we said goodbye.
I literally said goodbye, and I texted him. I was like, why'd you ditch me? And I think that's...
At one point, he goes, you're crazy.
Okay.
And?
He's for the bit.
He likes it.
No, like, obviously. So we'll see.
And he did... It definitely was a Posie K because of something he said. I just know it.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So
I just know it for a fact.
Yeah.
That's like so important.
No, it is. So I'm going to be wearing Posie K a lot more often. And if you ever see me wearing Posie K, just DM me and be like, how was your night, Macy? And I'll let you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you guys see Macy out on the town wearing Posie K, like you know what she's like.
You know what she's up to.
Yeah, skinniest waist, fattest ass, Posie K.
Oh my gosh. No, I'm going to let you guys know what Kylie says to my DM too.
Yeah.
No, but it's been a really fun weekend. A lot of making up alter egos in the Uber. Our first night on the way to the festival. Sorry if we're not going in chronological order, but that's just our brains. We get into the Uber and he literally could not care about us. Like
No. He hated us.
He hated us.
Which is weird too because like I know you would think that like probably like we're very obnoxious,
but we're not.
But we're actually not. Like, and we're very respectful.
No,
like, you know, her hometown is Fort Worth, Texas. Mine's like very like.
Yes.
We got in the car and he just like wasn't having it.
And we weren't being annoying.
No, we weren't even talking.
He did not care about us. He wouldn't even look at us. I was
yeah.
like, oh, is there any chance like I could get some air? Sorry, like it was hot, whatever. And he's like, it's on. Like he hated me. Yeah. But anyways, I was like, I need to crack him. I know that we can break the shell and get him out of this. And so I start talking about how nervous I am to go on stage and how I skipped sound check. So I was really nervous to perform. And then Kenzie was like, well, if anything, they'll just turn your mic down. And
the craziest thing about this is like, this is obviously Macy's thing, but like I'm so committed to the bit and I'm in the bit with you.
Yes.
But like, we'll be in the middle of a really normal, like actual, like everyday conversation with us. And then like Macy will just say something and we just so seamlessly
break out into a complete like character and bit and skit.
But it's so believable to someone else.
And then we just completely snap out of it unspoken and just go about our day.
Just like we like so we have to pick something up.
Yeah. So it wasn't like I was like making some insane story for the Uber. I just genuinely wanted to be in that character for that time. And I was like, I'm so nervous for sound check. I haven't even met my background dancers. And he immediately like starts looking back. He like starts checking the mirror. He's like paying attention to me now.
He realizes he is someone famous.
Yes. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like do we even have a separate entrance for performers? Like, well, maybe not tonight.
The best part is though that we actually did have a separate entrance for our tickets.
Yes.
So we had already been talking about like, oh, we have to go to this gate.
Yeah.
But it was just because of the specific ticket that we had.
Yes.
So it actually really all was adding up.
No, it really was. It was a believable story. It wasn't just like, I'm performing tonight. No, I had a story with like background info. And he starts like, he's like, you know, I used to play the drums. And one time someone got on stage and sounded exactly like the singer right here. And I was like, oh my gosh, no way. Like one time at one of my performances, my dad got on stage and everyone thought that he sounded like George Strait. And he starts laughing. Like he was in. And so I just feel bad because maybe he's going to go home and Google and see how I performed and realize that it wasn't real.
Honestly, he probably was like, wow, she wasn't prepared. Like they kicked her off. No. Oh, she's like, sometimes they turn my mic off.
Yes. No, I was like, no, seriously. Like one time, like I didn't go to sound check and they turned my mic off. Like it's not cool. So no, it's a big weekend of making up alter egos, but it's funny because when I used to go to Stagecoach when I was younger, I would have festival boyfriends, but I'd be like 18 and like that sounds very young to like festival boyfriend. So I would always like stretch my identity and be like, oh, I'm at San Diego State. I'm 22, everything. And
so you lied.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm a liar. Okay, let's just say it.
But she was of age. So.
Yeah, I was of age, so it didn't matter. But like,
and these guys weren't like 40. They were like,
yeah, they were like
20. Yeah.
I just didn't want to be like, I just graduated high school.
Yeah.
But it was funny, like being at this festival. I'm still in that mindset, so I was like, felt like I had to exaggerate my age. But my festival boyfriend was 23.
Yeah. So
being 23 is an ick. A boy should not be 23.
Okay, and a girl should not be 25.
Yes.
To you. What age is okay for people to be?
You're good at 26.
You feel good about 26?
Yeah, I'm good at 23. She's good at 26. But anything else, no.
You're not into it? Yeah. I hated being 23.
Yeah.
You had a good year at 23.
I did have a good year at 23. But I do want to say...
You know what? You really did go through what I went through at 23, though.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I went through.
Yeah.
At 23. I don't know why.
Guys, if you don't follow me on TikTok, which you, like, just really should. I'm not going to, like, sit here and beg for followers. Like, do what you want. But just a lot... There's a lot of context on there.
It's important.
It's important, yeah. It's an ongoing bit over on TikTok. But
last night, someone came up to Macy. When we're in Fort Worth, like people
gosh.
come up all the time because she like made college vlogs. So it's like a lot of TCU people who obviously all of them have watched the vlogs because they went to TCU.
Yeah.
So girls will come up or guys will come up and be like, oh my God, I watch your TCU vlogs or whatever. But a girl came up last night and said, oh my God, Macy, can you do a dance for me?
And I literally was like, stop it right now.
World.
It made the entire world to me. Like, I will remember that interaction for the rest of my life. But literally today, someone came up and was like, oh my gosh, Macy, like I watched your college vlogs. And I go, Kenzie, do you ever feel like you're in my shadow in Fort Worth? Like, because when
totally.
like, Kenzie's like the resident queen of Dallas. And don't get me wrong, like I'll get some like your TikToks are silly out in Dallas. Like when I go to Fort Worth, like guys, it's my hometown. It's my stomping grounds. And I just kind of feel cool in front of you.
I'm so happy. I think you're cool either way.
Oh my gosh, thank you. Yeah. Wait, but where was I going with this? Oh, my TikTok. Yeah, beginning of the year, I was in like such a flop. I liked my job, but it definitely like your first job is never what you're going to be doing for the rest of your life. And I just had no idea like what direction to even go. And I just like started, you know, putting myself out there a little bit more. And I ended up getting a job that I do love. And so, yeah, I flopped and now it's like on the uphill. Like I feel like I'm doing good. But you went through a similar flop.
Thank you.
You just said that.
Thank you. Yeah. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, but I talked about that so many times on the podcast, and I can't speak about it again because it was like a 2-year saga.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
oh, okay.
Just once you listen.
I guess I wasn't that loyal. Maybe I was like, I'll pick up when she
you really
gets
were
better.
because like it's actually shocking that you really do listen to the podcast.
No, I do.
Like you're the only person that.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay, well, here's the thing is I feel like when you have a close friend that's like doing all these things, it can be kind of hard to like remember to still like go and support them, you know? Just because like, you know, you get so much. I know you don't care about that.
Yeah,
but I
would never think about that.
I know you would never think about that twice, but you have so many like people that you don't know commenting on your vlogs and everything. But like I just like seeing what my friends are doing.
So nice.
Yeah, so I do listen to your podcast. Just want to let you know.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Macy has a festival boyfriend. They are on the outs tonight. We are expecting them to get back together.
Yeah, I did. Like, I'm texting him, so I just want to let you guys know I'm being kind of toxic, and I'll probably see him again tonight.
And then I'll get a new festival boyfriend tonight. Oh, I had he was not a boyfriend last night. This guy that I was like two-stepping with.
Oh, she did dance with someone.
Like,
she's in her yes era.
I'm in my yes era. Well, I will always like dance with someone that like that's why I was like, that's not whatever. Love to two-step, like whatever. We were at a bar in Fort Worth, and he came up. And we were talking, and I'm not kidding. Like I kept being like, Macy would love him. Like I was like, you should like meet my friend Macy. Like
what a wing woman.
No, I literally was like in the middle, like he's like spinning me around. I'm like, have you met my friend Macy? Like, but he asked me what I did, and I just said I like worked in marketing. And
when anyone asks what we do, I just say marketing.
Yeah, and sometimes she'll loop me in, and other times she like leaves me to die, and I'm like, okay, great, you know. But he asked me what I did, and then I asked him what he did, and he said he was an engineer and a pilot, so obviously like in the Air Force.
In uniform.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh my God, this man wears a uniform. By the way, Macy's festival boyfriend, very quickly have to touch on this because we have shared how important it is to Macy that she loves a man in a uniform. Don't worry, he checks out because he is a baseball coach, so he does wear a uniform.
Don't worry.
Therefore, he's fine.
We found a man in uniform.
Yes, and then my man last night, I don't even know his name. I don't even think I got his name.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Anyways, he was telling me that then I was like, oh, so like you're in the Air Force. And then I was like, oh my God, Macy would love you even more. She loves a man in a uniform. And then him and I like came back over to you and Jess and like his friends. And we were talking, and Macy asked, like, we were just talking, whatever. And he's like, yeah, I mean, my office is like 30,000 feet in the air. And I was like, oh my God.
Don't say that.
Please don't say that.
Don't say that.
Don't say that.
Oh my gosh.
And then that was it.
Yeah.
But should I tell them about my boyfriend right now?
Oh, yes.
Okay,
this is just like a huge recap on love.
This is a huge like love recap. Yeah. So I actually really
after I told them about Kenzie, like please tell them about the good news.
Oh yeah, the good news. Yeah. Okay. Kenzie, by the way, was crazy. And again, like I wish the reason we told the Jay story from start to end is because we don't actually know him, so it doesn't matter. With other stuff, like it just like maybe we should have less respect for people. Yeah. Because they don't have respect for me.
No, maybe we should have less respect for people.
Yeah.
Maybe that should be like our new thing.
No, okay, here's the other.
Wait, I'm gonna make merch that says less respect.
That's huge.
Wait.
No, but
after I come out with a collab with this boutique.
No, it can be the collab with the boutique.
Yes, it's this font.
Yes,
less respect.
Yes.
Not for yourself, for others.
For others.
Yes.
Yes.
Obsessed.
Yes. No, but I will say something. I've just been thinking a lot about like who I want to be as a person and like, whatever in life. And
she's been going through it.
No, no, I've been like when I travel by myself, I like always think this way. But I will say, like I think it's like my version of also like having some sort of control over a situation. Like I just always will stay true to myself. And so like even if someone's so awful to me, I won't be awful to them because and also it's a little bit manipulative because later on when they look back and think they can't think you're crazy, they're just like, wow, I fucked up. I was in Nashville last weekend and I was at the bar with one of my childhood friends and this guy DM'd me and I opened up the DMs and it's like so many DMs from him and I was like, wow, I should date this guy. Like, and we were talking, I was like, why am I not with him? Like, what? So of course I didn't respond.
He's a DMer like me.
He's such a DMer like you.
Maybe I should DM him.
Yeah, you should DM him. Yes. I'll send you his Instagram.
Okay, cool.
So I've known this guy. I met him like years ago, and we've done like we had mutual friends. So there was like certain things we'd be around. He like came to my house in LA once. He's like invited me out to stuff in Dallas since we've been back. Like I've like been like we've like hung out multiple like we like have been in the same circles multiple times. I've talked like whatever. I like never got that vibe from him. Like honestly, I think I was so caught off guard the first time he like slid in my DMs because I was like I just like I was really caught off guard because normally you can kind of tell. Like I can always kind of tell. Yeah. But it was just whatever. So yeah, like starting from like 2 years ago, he started like sliding in my DMs, and like he's really persistent. One thing about me, I love a persistent man.
Yeah.
Another thing about
We
me,
know.
there's a 2-year mark.
Yeah, we know.
You have to try for 2 years, and then I will finally be like, we should date.
Yes.
Like I'll give this a chance.
We're working on this.
We should date is not actually where I go at all. It still takes some time, but like there's something about. Did you put that sticker on your phone?
Yes. Okay. We'll talk about it later.
Okay. He is DMing me, whatever. I see that. And then for whatever reason, Jess and I were sitting on the couch yesterday, and I remembered, I'm like, oh, I never DM'd him back. Again, a full week later. And then I'm showing Jess this, and I'm like, I just don't know why. He's really cute. He's really tall. He's successful. He's like talented.
Uniform?
He's really not a uniform, but
okay.
that's your thing, not mine. Like he's really like a genuine, wholesome, really good guy.
Yeah.
So I couldn't tell you. Well, I just left him on red for 2 years. No idea why. And he kept trying, and that makes him sound kind of crazy. He's not. It was like a long period of time that like went by, and he would like make jokes about it. Like Jess was reading them, and she's like, it's not creepy because it's funny. He's like, my like DM ratio is not looking too good. DM to response ratio not looking too good. Like,
it's
whatever.
like so me.
Yeah, you guys have so much in common.
I know.
You know they always say like you end up like dating your best friend.
Yeah.
Like,
what if it's him?
do they actually say that?
I don't know.
Well, I've been saying now. So then I responded and I said, oh, so sorry, just getting back to you. Like I'm fixing the ratio.
Yeah.
And then he replies in like something funny, and he literally goes, he's like, you would reply as I'm literally moving to LA. I waited 2 years to respond to this man.
Don't be falling in
and he's moving to LA. So anyways, we are still talking. He was just messaging me now, so it's fine. But that's just like tough. And also this is a really good life lesson for me because like I have got to stop.
I think this is a good life lesson to just jump on it.
Yeah, jump on it.
Jump on it.
Jump on it.
Yeah. Don't be falling in love as he's walking away.
Totally.
Yeah.
Oh, you know the song I posted on my story that you thought was that song? It was a totally different song.
What?
That's why I was confused.
No, that's the song I was singing.
The song that I posted on my story, it was not that song because I checked it after and I was like, I need to tell you one day.
It was literally it. But
no,
okay.
I Googled this. It's a different thing.
Okay.
So anyways,
I'm
and
gonna
also
go back
a
into your
man,
story archives to check that.
I will. A man living in LA, like, no offense, and like it makes sense. He should move to LA. It's actually very beneficial for his career. But like, it's a no for me. Like I'm not an LA girl. I don't want a man that's living in LA. I don't want whatever. All that to say, I mean, I literally just replied to his DM. But it's just like that is so me that I finally respond to someone and they are literally on a cross country road trip. Like he sent me a photo in the car, like he literally was driving to LA.
That's insane.
So anyways, all that to say, I am going through a breakup right now, and
I am too.
Yeah, and we're going through it together this weekend.
Wait.
Festival boyfriend, DM boyfriend.
I have a question. I told you that like although we weren't on great terms last night, I was texting him all night, and like I think I'm definitely gonna see him tonight. Like since it's because we've been with Jess and Marissa for this past 2 nights, since it's just gonna be us, like would you be mad if I was like kissing him and it was just us?
No.
Okay, well we'll find you one.
I mean, I'm gonna have to find a festival boyfriend.
Yeah.
I'll meet people.
I was
not
like,
worried about it.
No, I know you wouldn't be worried about it.
You're worried about me third wheeling?
No, not even that. But like, would you be like, what the hell?
No, I'm expecting this.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
this is just like hypothetical.
Yeah, like if you guys were kissing in the crowd.
Well, it all depends if I wear Posie K.
Totally, and that's gonna be a game time decision.
I know, like it really depends.
You definitely are.
I'm really like dipping into the whole like colored lip thing because I was thinking there's so many things that I could be more adventurous with, and lips is one of them.
Ooh.
Yep. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Can we talk about how I want to be a homeowner?
Yeah, let's talk about this.
Okay, so Kenzie recorded a podcast ad for Macys in this episode, and I just want to say, not just because my name is Macys, like my dad convinced me that I owned Macys growing up. Not just because of that, I'm Macys' biggest fan, and I just think it's like if they ever wanted to, I just think it's time that they reached out to me because I think
they have reached out to you.
Yeah, but that didn't follow.
You gotta follow up with that.
I did. So I just want to say, like the day that you see me starting to post like Macys ads, I might be buying a house.
She's on her way to becoming a homeowner.
No, guys, like, okay, I've kind of had this like click with money because I used to be like, what the heck am I even saving for? Like, I don't need to save. My brother,
she also thought that her salary was the issue. She didn't realize it was actually her.
Guys, like if you know me, like all I ever talk about is like, oh my gosh, like I can't afford that. Like I'm so stressed. Like money's so stressed. It's always a concern for me.
I don't feel like that's all you ever say.
Okay, no, not actually. But like it is like an ongoing stressor in my life. I've gotten better about it because I'm like, okay, what's talking about it gonna do? But it is an ongoing stressor. I try not to talk about it that much. But my little brother, who's a finance accounting king, went through my finances with me, and we came to the conclusion that I actually spend more than I should. So it's not the salary that was the issue, it was me, which is always a really hard realization.
And it's so important.
It's so important to kind of be self-aware. Like at first I was like, that's so stupid, stop. Like, no. And I was like, oh, wait, yes. Ooh. So my new goal is, I don't want to be a homeowner, but like I used to be like, what the heck am I even saving for? But now it's like, okay, what if it was a house? You know? Yeah. So like if you guys see me ever buying a house, just know that Macy's probably DM'd me back.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. And that's why it's so important to slide into every DM.
I know. Like, guys,
Should I start DMing?
Yes.
Or should I DM?
DM. Okay. In college, best friend was like, I think this guy is so cute. I was like, DM him right now. And she's like, what do I say? And I was like, guys, don't take this advice. But I was like, ask him for a Snapchat. Yeah, they had a situationship for like 6 months. Like DM, like that was such a bad success story. Like what the heck? Like
nothing.
She got his Snapchat and like had a situationship.
Just made me want to DM anyone.
Okay, but like it did come to fruition.
Okay, I also think that I subconsciously have an issue where, and I've always been like this. Like I've never been the girl. Like I will not like my like friends, like the guys in that circle. Like I never know anything because I never date. I won't hook up with any of them. I won't date any of them. I like keep things so separate from like my social life that they don't even know if there's like a guy in my life ever. Like they know as much as like a random person on the street. Obviously y'all know, but like you know what I mean? So I've always been like that though. Like even in high school, I've just always kept who I've dated away from my social circle. Not that I didn't bring them around after the fact, but like I've never dated anyone like I can't do that, right? And the few times that I have, it was like not good. So I think I like subconsciously have an issue to where I only want to be with people who like don't live near me. And I think I also like it because I can still have like my own independence in my own life. Like long distance for me, if someone lives in like Tennessee, not California.
No, we need someone in Tennessee for you.
Someone in Tennessee. Like it's so ideal. Like I actually would love that. And I want someone who's like really driven and like busy and has their own thing. And like I go support them and do their thing and then they go to mine. Like I want us to be like living like separate lives that like come together. Like I just need to find someone who is not my guy. I just don't think is actually even near me right now.
What would you do? Like, do you think you've met the person that you're gonna marry?
I hope to God no.
Really?
You know that they say that like 86% of people, I'm like bullshitting this stat, but it's close.
I say facts as if I say statistics as if they're so true. I just make them up, and I just like I think it should be right. I'm like, did you know that like 92% of people like don't even like make it out of here? And they're like, wait, really? I'm like, yes. No, can we normalize like saying
lying?
No, normalize saying things as facts, even if you don't know. Like, I'm like, yes.
Who cares?
Okay, so
that's literally social media activism.
Yes.
Okay, no, I'm kidding. I mean, I'm not, but
okay. No one fact checks you, so you might as well just say it.
Okay, so it's like a really high percentage. So I think it was like 86% of people have
met. It's 86%.
86% of people have met who they're gonna marry by 25.
Really?
And I was saying this also to Macy before. I really don't think that I've met who I'm gonna marry.
Yeah.
Just because I think the kind of person that I'm gonna marry, I wouldn't have come in contact with yet. But also, I just have such a like, I don't know, like I don't want to be this person at all, but I wouldn't be surprised if like who I end up marrying, like I'm the person that's like we broke up and then got back together and like I'm like I can't even think about.
My parents broke up.
Really?
Yeah. My mom like went off to like pursue a job or whatever, and like they were kind of like off and on, and then
how long did they break up and how many times?
This is why we need Holly on the podcast.
Yeah, we really do.
Yeah, but they broke up my dad was kind of like indecisive. Like
wow. They
broke up a few times, then my mom started to date this other guy, and my dad like literally showed up at our house and was like, you can't be with him, you're with me. And then they were like, I'm here now, so they've been good.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, like just because I feel like I just always have like more complicated things, which isn't good. Like I don't want that, but I'm just saying I think that if it's gonna happen to any of us, it's gonna be me.
Do you know what? I think that breakups are sometimes okay when they're done. Like
I agree.
I think they're sometimes okay. Like when people are like, oh, like I went off and like pursued my dreams, or like I wasn't sure if they were the one, and like yes, that might sound bad, but like and they go off and do their thing, and then they realize like okay, like they go and mature on their own. Sometimes I feel like it can be a really good thing.
I also think breakups are way more often than not about the person or about yourself and not the other person. Yeah. So it's like in those settings when they're like, oh,
62% of the time,
like 62% of the time in breakup is actually you and not them.
Yes.
But like I really do think in a breakup, more often than not, it has a lot more to do with you than it does with them.
Yeah.
So it makes sense when like I wasn't sure that I would like that they were the one, and they take a step back. It's typically like things they have to work on with themselves, and they come back. It's, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, they realize over time, but I think it's a lot more about learning about yourself.
Yeah, my dad had to work on himself.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that it's like timing is everything. Like honestly, for a relationship, if you think about it, for a relationship to actually work out, it takes two people who want to be together, who actually enjoy each other's company, who complement each other, who are both also, this is the big kicker, in the space emotionally to be together, and it's the right timing of their life. It really is like a miracle at the end of the day for something to work out.
So true.
It is.
I was just thinking about how much we talk about relationships for like two single queens, but I think that's better. I think it's better that way. I think it's like,
because once we start dating, we won't talk about it anymore.
Here's the thing: is like, sorry, but no offense to my best friends that are like in long-term relationships. Like those aren't like the people that you.
No.
Like, yeah.
No, it is crazy. It's like, why? By the way, why is every relationship expert on the internet single? Or
wait, what if I become a relationship expert and I just spit out facts?
Yes.
And I just like have this podcast and like, you know, like 82% of the time, like if he pays on the first date, like
it's gonna end a marriage.
Yeah.
No, even like the ones that are expert, like have like the most fucked up toxic relationships, but they're like the dating experts.
Yes.
So it's crazy.
No, I have such insane stories for dating that I could like be self-titled, not relationship expert, maybe like connoisseur.
Like a, I don't even know what to call that.
Advocate. I don't even know.
Advocate would not be the word.
No.
It would be like a victim.
Advocate. A relationship victim. Wait, that's actually a good podcast idea. Like there's so many relationship experts out there. Like, what about the relationship victims? No, but guys, me messing up my words, advocate, like that's because I'm actually new on my reading journey. I just got a Kindle, so once I start like actually diving into novels more,
her vocabulary will expand.
Like my vocab's like okay right now, but just watch, like you're gonna see me throwing out insane words pretty soon.
Yeah,
so true.
So true.
Wait, but circling back to if we've met the person that we're gonna marry, I'm like, oh my god, I hope not. But like realistically, there's like 4 guys where I'm like, I pray. I'm like, oh my god, I hope not. I'm like, oh my gosh, I hope I haven't met the person I'm gonna marry when there's like 4 guys that I would like literally go to the altar right now for.
Should I live respond to this DM?
Yes. Wait, can I live get another can of pink lemonade really quick? Is it in there?
Yeah, it's right on that thing. Okay, so he was talking to me. I honestly hope he sees this episode. Okay. So he did bring up the fact that he tried to slide in my DMs quite a few times, but I stonewalled him. Like he's a man with a vocabulary, Macy. Really? Yeah, he said, do you know what stonewalling means? Yeah. Okay, so stonewall, like not ghosted. Yeah. You know, stonewall. A man with a vocabulary. And then I was like, I'm so sorry. I have no idea why I did that. Yeah. And I really don't have any idea why I did that. The only thing is, do you remember when I was in that phase that lasted for like a year or two where I was so uninterested in dating, like anyone would like contact me and I would get the ick?
I do remember that because that was the 1 year that we've been friends.
Well, when you met me, you know what I was thinking? Well, we've been friends for like a year and a half now, right?
I know. No, it's like literally we hung out one-on-one. No, last October.
Shut up.
I'm not kidding.
It was not October.
Yes, it was. I'll show you. Like one-on-one.
That is so crazy.
No, it's really weird.
Well, the first time we really hung out was one-on-one.
No, I just laugh when people are like, how'd you become friends with Kenzie? I'm like, how wouldn't I? Okay, go on.
Yeah, actually, should we talk about that? I would like to put it into this. People talk to Macy as if being friends with me, as if like,
it's like the gold standard for friendships. Yeah, no, like, how'd you become her friend?
Like, it's so weird.
I'm like,
what do you mean? How did we become friends? Like, we both do social media. Like, but they're like, how did you meet her? And I'm like,
no,
it's fucking weird.
Like, we were at a TCU game, and like I had like girls from college going up to Kenzie, and it's like, how did Macy become your friends? I was like, Kay, don't talk down.
No, they're literally like, who is this loser? Like, that's like literally how they treat her. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I was talking to Leslie, and I was like, is that not weird? Like, what do you mean? How do we become friends? Like,
no, I know.
What?
But you can get back to your DM. Sorry,
oh, sorry. Yeah. So I did apologize, and I think that that's probably why. And I'm not really quite sure why I did that. But he's just messing around. I don't know. I can't respond to this right now. It's like too much work. This is why, actually. I figured out why I can't respond.
No, I get it.
It's just like too much work.
No, totally. Wait, guys, I also did a friendship test on Kenzie yesterday. That's why I'm looking at my phone, looking at this TikTok. I put on a really, really ugly outfit before the festival, and I asked Kenzie if it looked good.
It's also really important to know that, like, I can't see. Like, people are going to not understand.
Can we talk about that?
Yeah, like, I have glasses and I don't wear them.
Kenzie.
It's really bad.
How do you drive?
Oh, no, I can see, driving during the day, fine. Driving at night, not fine. But, like, if I'm out at my house at night. I'm drinking, so I'm never driving.
Okay.
It's so rare. And I'll wear glasses at night. Like I'll grab them.
Yeah.
But like I was sitting here and Macy's over there if you guys are watching on YouTube, and she comes up and she's like wearing this, and I just think she's wearing a jacket like she's gonna wear it later, like whatever.
It was a bad outfit.
No, it was like she was like Ashley Tisdale on the red carpet in like 2004, and she comes up and then she turns around and shows me actually what she's wearing, and I was like, oh my god, it was really bad.
Yeah, a lot of friendship tests.
Yeah. Do you think I've passed?
Yeah.
Did you guys know that within 2 weeks of our friendship, Macy asked if she'd be at my bridal party?
And I was serious.
And I said yes.
Like literally after like 2 weeks being friends, I was like, if you were getting married right now, would I be a bridesmaid? She was like, yeah. She was serious.
No, I remember being like, this is such a crazy thing to ask, but yes. And that's why we work, because I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah. Well,
like I didn't think it was weird.
I think those are the questions we should be asking people. Like festival boyfriend, maybe tonight I should be like, would you go down the altar with me?
Like next year is it Festival Fiance?
Yes.
Like,
wait, yeah. Should I be like,
so
okay, wait,
huge.
what story are we gonna tell our kids?
what if it's like, what is like the book trope, like same time next year?
Yes.
You know? Do you know what that is?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yes. When it's like, no matter what happens, we're
Labor
gonna
Day
come
weekend, we meet on Nantucket
at 12 p.m.
Yeah.
And if you're not there,
He
gonna
meets me at the ferry.
Yes. No, I'm like, meet me right here next to the stage. And if you're not here, I'm gonna guess you've moved on.
Yeah.
It's like, even though we have like phones and technology.
Let's talk about that, because I would go so crazy. Like if I'm talking to someone and I sense their energy is off for like a day, I spiral.
Yeah.
So
same.
like, oh my god, I could not do that. And like if they're like with, oh my god, no. That's so bad.
I don't ever want to talk to someone again because of how into energies I read.
Yeah, no, like,
Someone just set me up and say like, hey, this is who you're walking down the aisle to. Surprise me.
In all seriousness, I need someone, which I keep thinking that I found. Like I need someone who, well, this is kind of the issue though. I need someone who's like so into me and is so like
That's the
committed
issue.
and whatever. But the issue is that they're so into me, and then they're, you know what I mean? But I need someone who's like,
the issue
I'm
is that
committed.
they're so into you.
No, the issue is that they're like, yeah, actually, because like,
Oh yeah, I so relate.
no, because that's
No,
the only
kidding.
guys that it's not like every
No,
guy,
no,
it's the
I
only
know.
guy that I will respond to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
like that, just like, maybe
Yeah.
they should be a little less.
See, I wear my heart on my sleeve. Like I remember 8th grade was the first time I literally had a huge crush on this guy, and I was like, I literally like you.
I'm the opposite of that.
I texted him. I said I like you, and he said, "Oh, thanks." And like that was my first ever rejection. But we did end up like being an item when I was 15.
What's the opposite of wearing your heart on your sleeve?
Like
Tucked in under a jacket?
literally like it's the camisole under 9 layers.
Yeah, totally.
No,
and it's like -20 out.
No, like I wear my heart on my sleeve, and Kenzie wears her heart literally under 9 layers.
Yeah.
Like in a Chicago winter.
Totally.
Yes.
And it's like January 15th.
Yes.
Yeah. That's where my heart is.
Yes, that's where
You'll
my
never
heart is.
know.
No, mine is like literally tattooed like on my bicep.
Do you think these guys, when they're like trying with me, like, because obviously I'm responding to them, like, do you think that they really, like, do you think that they think I'm into them?
I don't know.
I really don't know. Cause like, I don't give off that energy, like, until I'm like,
Yeah.
you
Let's
know?
just work on being like more laid back.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Wait, me and Leslie always go, yes. And it's from the Dear Hannah Prep TikTok when she goes, is it so preppy in here? Yes. And she goes, is it just as preppy as you imagined? Yes. So if you ever hear me going, yes, it's from the Dear Hannah Prep TikTok.
And I just got it from Macy.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
So that's, really quick vocab update. Well, Kenzie, comma, that's whatever you get before a paragraph when you're like, I do not want to
and
read
like,
this.
I need my Instagram comments to be flooded with well Kenzie at all
Well,
times.
Kenzie.
Well
No.
Kenzie, comma.
No, guys, if you're ever going to give hate to Kenzie, just start it with well, Kenzie,
Kenzie.
comma, so she can know, like, to not read the message.
Yeah,
Like,
totally.
give hate, whatever, but, like, just start it with well, Kenzie, so she can know not to read
and
it.
you'll never hear from me again.
Yes, literally, like,
Literally
blocked.
never again.
Okay, so well, Kenzie, that's a huge one. Yes. And, like, it always has to piggyback off each other. Like, oh, do you want another spritz? Yes. Okay, what else? Oh, festival boyfriend. You just putting boyfriend after anything that has, like, a time constraint, like, whatever that looks like. Also, we didn't talk about this, but we said that this came from Camp Boyfriend, and my first ever camp crush dated Emma Chamberlain, so I think I should reach out.
You should.
Yes. You
Yes.
guys are catching on.
No, they definitely are. They're like getting it.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
just got really stressed out mid-conversation because we're at this 3-day festival, and I've worn like my 2 outfits that I thought of because I've been out of town for like 2 weeks, and I genuinely don't know what I'm gonna wear tonight.
I don't know what I'm gonna wear a hat. Like I'm gonna put my hair in like braids.
Yeah, so
Jeans and boots.
I'm gonna wear jeans. Wait, did you see my strapless top I wore yesterday, like as a joke?
Yeah.
Did you like that?
It was cute.
Okay, I'll wear that with
it was
jeans.
cute outside of the outfit.
Yeah.
With it.
Okay, cool. Sorry, I just had to interrupt real quick because I like Guys, when
intermission.
I just got really stressed.
Yeah. Tonight, it'll be good. And here's the thing too, like, because we're really going into it with like such low expectations, these are the nights that actually get out of hand.
Me and Kenzie's most fun night ever was the two of us, like nothing against any of our other friends, love them all, but it was the two of us and we went in attracting chaos. And so
it's easier to do that when you're with just two people though, because you're not really like appeasing a crowd almost,
yeah, no, it's gonna be the two of us. Kenzie might be third wheeling.
Yeah, no, I'll have a new boyfriend.
No,
I wish that my boyfriend could come in, but
I know
it's okay. I ghosted him for 2 years.
So you're not gonna be mad if like it's like the three of us at the concert and like I'm just kissing him.
No, but like there are other people that are gonna be there.
No, I know.
I'm not concerned.
I'm worried about his friends.
We actually might have a crazy run-in tonight.
I'm kind of worried about his friends.
Really?
Yes.
Why are you worried about his friend, like being jealous of you?
No, like the Friday night it was just us. Like he lost his friends. Like what if he's with his friends again?
I mean, oh well, last night you feel like that they were the issues.
Yes.
Yes.
Was it his friends that were the issue or me not wearing Posie K that was the issue last night?
I think it's Posie K.
And you guys might be like, he's moved on. No.
Trust
we're
me,
getting back together.
He hasn't. Macy's going over her time limit for TikTok right now, by the way.
Shut up.
Yeah, let's just see. I need to go over the list just to make sure that like, there's nothing else that I need to make sure you guys know about.
We just had a really cozy weekend in Fort Worth. We've been going to Vickery Cafe each morning and like hanging out in the house. I've been having, like Kenzie too, I've just been on the go a lot, so it's just been nice to like hang out during the day and go to the festival at night and just be silly and have waffles.
I like miss that. Like I hate like when we have weekends, like obviously we're together all the time, but like I hate that like we're all like by ourselves during the day.
No,
like
I hate going out for that reason. I hate like waking up alone and like not having like
why don't you just stay at my house always?
Can I?
Yes, I've told you that so many times. Yes, because I can't obviously because of the dogs, but you can stay at my house, have a whole room.
No, because I'm like why?
Like I would always rather someone be there on a weekend.
I'm like, why did I enjoy going out in college so much more, other than the fact that it was college? I'm like, because I would always wake up and like have so many friends to like rehash the night with. Like going out alone.
Go to a diner. We need to find like a new hole-in-the-wall diner in Dallas.
If anyone wants to have like a Dallas diner club, let us know. We can have like little like Sunday recaps and pajamas. Oh my god, that'd be so cute.
That's really good. I started off the week by saying if I fall in love this weekend, it's okay.
If I fall in wait, no, guys, like this is an email I want to start sending my coworkers on Friday night. Like, hey guys, before I sign off this weekend, if I fall in love this weekend, it's totally fine. No worries. Like,
don't worry about it,
dude. No worries.
Seriously, I should be the least of your worries.
No worries if I fall in love. Like literally, like if I fall in love, like no worries if not, but like I might.
But like if I do, it's okay.
Wait, you know the Hosier song, I fall in love with someone new just a little bit more every day? Someone new.
No, but that's like so me.
That's so me. That's like my favorite song, and I think we should blast it while getting ready.
No, it's actually the opposite of me. I like don't fall in love with anyone ever.
No, literally every day I wake up and I'm like, not even like, guys, I'm just like in love with something new every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Like I'm just in love. We
should end it by talking about how our dads are the same. And I'm sure that like all of you guys can relate because like my dad, if you guys know Ed Milet, like do you know who Ed Milet is?
Yes.
So like my dad is literally Ed Milet. Like minus the like $1 billion net worth. Like
my dad has that.
Oh, okay. Nepo baby. All right. No, and he like said, we always talk about this, like things our dad say. Like I am who I am because of my dad.
Me too.
Like I'm like all the self-help, all the podcasts, all the books. He sends me the Instagram reels every day, the Instagram posts, the motivational stuff nonstop.
No, same with my dad. And I struggle a lot with like ADHD and like all those tendencies and like everything like that. Like everyone says I'm just like my mom, but I definitely like me and my dad are just the same. And so he always sends me like these books on focusing. Like he sends me reels on like biohacks to like strengthen your day. And our dads are actually the same. And we just like,
there's just something really about a dad and an Instagram reel.
No, my dad, like all throughout the day, I'm getting Instagram reels and like they're actually really good, but I'm like, I can't reply to each and every one of them.
Yeah.
No, but then my dad will like send me ones like reasons why you should delete TikTok, and I'm like, Dad, too far.
No, my dad will be like car payment versus investing.
I'm like, no.
I'm like, am I gonna walk?
No, literally.
Okay, what do you want me to do? Like,
no,
row.
Wait, I was
down
just listening. No,
I don't know what you want me to do.
I was just listening to Skinny Confidential, and it was Michael's episode on finances, and he was like, wealth is what you don't see, rich is what you see, and I was like, wait, that's why I haven't gotten my car fixed. Because wealth is what you don't see. That's why I've been driving a broken car. Because you can't see my wealth. Yeah. No, like,
and I'm so wealthy.
Yes, I'm so wealthy that I don't even want to bother getting my grill fixed from the time that I crashed like 2 years ago. Because like, well, like that would be wealth you can't see.
Exactly.
So like that's why I do that. Or like my car got towed.
And you don't want to make people jealous.
Yeah, no, my car got towed in July and I still have the impoundment number literally tattooed on the windshield and I cannot get it off.
That's not your fault though.
That's not my fault, but like I'm not gonna go out of my way to scrape it off because like
we can go get Goog on.
Okay, but yeah, wealth is what you can't see.
Yeah.
And that's why I drive wealth is what you can't see, and that's why I drive a beaten up Honda Civic.
Totally. And I'm glad you got that out there.
No, I know, but our dads are the same and it's really precious. I'm in my painting era. I got to get back to my paints. And my dad was like really excited about it because my dad's like really artistic and he's so like, we're the same, but I'm actually not artistic because I haven't exercised that muscle. But my dad literally sent me a photo of these paints that he sent me and these pens. We got to do a big photo dump, but it's really cute.
Oh, that is so cute.
No, I know.
I know. We have a big photo dump this weekend. Like we've got.
Do you guys want to see photos of me and my boyfriend?
Can you imagine if we like screenshotted? Well, Kenzie.
No, can we screenshot Will Kenzie? Like
no, like I do have to draw the line somewhere because
not the
unfortunately
whole text.
I respect people who don't respect me. You
but
know,
we're coming out with merch that's less respect.
No, you're coming out with merch that's less respect.
Are you not gonna wear it?
I'll promote it, obviously.
You'll promote it. Can we do like a shout out for shout out?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Follow for follow.
I'll promote your recipe book and you'll promote my less respect sweatshirt.
Less respect for others, not yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, it's gonna be less respect on the back for others. I see this going far.
No, me too.
And then like I'll have like a huge like
appropriate truckers brand or whatever.
Yeah.
That's it.
No, I'll have like a huge mission statement that's just like all about being an amazing person, but all the merch is so contradicting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like I'm really strong on like ethos. Yeah.
Is it ethos or ethos?
I don't know. That was like always a debate in English class.
What even is that?
It's like when you tug on the emotions.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Ethos, pathos, logos.
Isn't there there's 3.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got a 5 on AP
I've been
Lang.
at school for like a long time.
No, AP Lang was my.
Macy like doesn't cuss. And
No, I do cuss, so why can't I do it?
She can't do it on the internet, which is so opposite of me.
No.
Like we are so opposite.
No, literally, like, I'll say it. AP Lang was my shit. No, I know.
Oh my god, Macy,
know.
I'm so proud of you. Your mom's gonna be like, Kenzie,
Just
stop hanging out
bad
with Kenzie.
influence.
Yeah, Kenzie's a bad influence.
No, it's funny because like my brother has a mouth like a trucker, but for me it just doesn't sound natural. But I'm working on it.
Yeah.
Shit.
Okay, guys, we're gonna end off on that. I hope y'all enjoyed today's episode.
Next episode's gonna be the F word.
We love you guys so much. Bye. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, let me know by giving it a nice thumbs up and subscribe for more.